Land team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cyclones offense takes the field. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running, DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. Going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
He looks that one in nicely. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
What we do coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Line getting set on second down. Quick release by the QB. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. And the Cyclones are rolling down the field. Back to the air one more time. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And if you turned on the tape last week, you're getting more of the same in the first quarter. This defense last week harassing the QB with 6 sacks.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. The Cyclones line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. On the return, it's key. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Sooners offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play. Well, they immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Runs through a tackle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the left. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. New set of downs after that completion. The play action fake. Extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of you.
Just plowing down the field. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Touchdown Sooners! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Quick completion on the out route. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Old spin move. All kinds of running room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Complete downfield. Oh, look out! Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cyclones! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdown. Gonna take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. The give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
At midfield, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Sooners are marching down the field. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Just steamrolling his way through. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Steps away. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this.
He is smashing people. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. To the air, it's Dell. Coming after him. Gets open down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. This offense has a 2nd down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Looking down the middle. It's caught. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. 1st down, 10 yards to go. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. The Cyclones are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Dropping back, it's Dell. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would could have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. And the D deny them on second and goal.
Let's go.
He's looking to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on third and goal. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is...
Makes the catch on the left. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown Sooners. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to move it through the air. Makes a connection. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
To the air on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They're bringing heat. Took a shot as he threw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he missed it. No good. Hoping that a field goal could give you a little bolt of energy, but instead you look up and the scoreboard still says you're down by 17. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Ames. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there and push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Finds his back in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Working on the right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quarterback checking off. Wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Fires to the right. Got his man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Looking to throw, it's Dell. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Iowa State! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Dell. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got it past the marker. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide out in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Using the quick game. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. The aerial assault continues. He's going to throw deep right side. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception.
The expressway is wide open. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Rifles it down the middle. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got his man quickly. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State sending the offense back out. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Wants to throw. It's Dell. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. Firing to the right, complete.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Quarterback empties his backfield. He's back to throw on second down. Got his man in the middle. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Oh, he dropped it! Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. To the air, it's Dell. He makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The corners are walked up tight. Trying to find his man on first down. Wide open downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and into it.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
It's 2nd down.
Got it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air. It's Dell. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And he's just going to spike it.
It leads to 2nd down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Iowa State! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Sooner offense returns to the field. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation.
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
42, Iowa State, 28.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State sending the offense back out. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
Well, they call it a long shot for a reason because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
Looking downfield, it's Dell. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust?
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Taking it the other way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team...